It's your friendly math tutor, Miss C here, and today we are writing recursive formulas. In this example, we are looking at this sequence. We go from 9 to 14 to 19, 24, and then 29. So the first thing we need to do is figure out, is this an arithmetic sequence or is it a geometric sequence? So arithmetic sequences increase or decrease by the same amount. They're kind of like linear functions. So let's go ahead and test for an arithmetic sequence, and if that doesn't work, we'll test for a geometric. So 9 to 14, that is growth by 5. This is growth by 5. This is looking arithmetic to me. This is growth by 5, and this is growth by 5. Okay, great. This is arithmetic. So recursive formulas always have two parts, right? We have the starting value part of the recursive formula, and we have the what I'm going to call the rule. Okay, so two separate parts. So we're going to start with the first one. So in recursive formulas, we always start with u sub 1. That means the first term in our formula, and we set it equal to the first term of our sequence, which in this case is 9. Okay. The next part of our rule tells us what happens to the next term. So in this case, we say u sub n, where n is the term number. So I'll write that over here for us to remember. So n is the term number. So u sub n equals u sub n minus 1. So what this does is when I put the second term in, it becomes 2 minus 1, and that calls down the 9. Okay, and tells me what to add to it. In this case, we are adding 5. Okay, so basically what would happen, just as an example, is if I said I wanted to find term 2, so that's u sub 2 says I'm finding term 2. I'm going to end up putting 2 in everywhere I see n. And what we know is u sub 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So then we just substitute 9 in here and we get the next term, and so on. Okay, what is different about sequences instead of linear functions is these are discrete. There's nothing in between 9 and 14. We just have these values and these values only, whereas in a linear function, you have all the values in between. So when you graph these as points and you do not connect them by a line. Let's try one more just to make sure we have it. We're going to start this problem the same way we did the last one. We're writing the recursive formula. We're going to see if this is arithmetic first, and if it's not, we'll test for geometric. So I notice that I'm going down, so I know my number is going to be negative. So I'm going down by 6, or you could say I'm decreasing by 6 here, continuing to decrease by 6. All right, so we know this is arithmetic because we've decreased by 6 every single time. So I'm going to go ahead and start by writing u sub 1 equals my first term, which is 50. Okay. And then I'm going to write my rule, which is u sub n. So you could think of this as u sub any term equals u sub n minus 1. And in this case, we're going down by 6, so minus 6. And that is our recursive formula. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. Till next time, remember, you've got this.